Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Thank you guys so much for checking out this banger of a video. I would appreciate it a ton before we get into it if you dropped a like on it real quick. Helps out the video and my channel a ton. And consider checking out the first link in the description below, twitch.tv/I_am_germ. Obviously, that's my Twitch channel. I'm going to be streaming there a lot more often in the near future. So check it out. That'd be dope. Let's get into it. So obviously the last couple of weeks have been very crazy for FNATIC. There's been all different kinds of rumors and speculation and stuff going on. It all started with the upset craziness. FNATIC was a team that was so hyped up, so excited going into Worlds. They're the 2 seed from the LEC. The LEC is claiming to be the second best region in the world. FNATIC is the second best team. They're coming off a almost semifinals appearance at last year's Worlds. They had so much expectation, so much hype. They had all these crazy roster changes. Adam comes in. He's kind of been a beast. You know, he stomps Wonder. Bwipo comes into jungle. He's been great. Upset and Hillsang are going to be one of the best bot lanes at the entire World Championships. But then Upset drops off. Then Bwipo starts having all this drama, you know, his relationship drama. He's unfollowing the FNATIC management. He's upset with them. He's mad with them. FNATIC starts playing games. They start playing really bad. You know, it all went from great and super excited, high expectations, to just absolute depression, sadness, misery so fast. Everyone's tweeting about how nasty the FNATIC situation is, how upset they are for him, how disappointed, how crazy. Upset has worked all these years, grinded so hard, he finally makes it to Worlds. He doesn't even get to play. And now all of a sudden we get to where we are at today, the last couple of days. We've been hearing rumors about Bwipo potentially being ready to move on from FNATIC. You know, not knowing what the future has in store for him, whether it's NA or EU, whether it's top lane or jungle, whether it's professional player or streamer or analyst or coach or whatever, we don't really know, but it seems like more and more signs are pointing to Bwipo being gone from FNATIC. So that's kind of been the latest update. That's been the latest we've heard. But then obviously today, Wooloo dropped this big bomb on us. This bomb of like 10 to 15 to 20 different rumors. It's cryptic, it's a riddle, it's interesting, it's exciting, it's frustrating, but it has a lot of different stuff going on. This thing got 3,800 likes, a ton of people are talking about it, but it's got FNATIC, you know, so it's got some FNATIC news, it's got a FNATIC rumor. People are going to be interested, people are going to be trying to figure out what's going on. And it says FQSLF. It says question mark. People don't really know what that means, especially initially. I saw some people saying, does it mean FlyQuest? Like, does it mean Bwipo's going to FlyQuest? You know, something weird like that. And I don't know where that's coming from. That's just a weird guess to me. But, you know, FQ, whatever. Obviously, SLF. Some people are like, does that mean Selfmade? Selfmade's coming back? Does this mean Selfmade's going to FlyQuest? Like, you know, I was hearing all kinds of different weird stuff. There's been a ton of different rumors, speculation, people trying to crack this code. But I actually think we figured it out. I actually think we do know what's going on. People, there've been a lot of not so smart people, obviously, coming up with some of those suggestions and everything. But then there's been some pretty smart people, or people who are just good at riddles or puzzles or whatever, figuring some of this stuff out. Or maybe it's Wooloo on his alt account, you know, like, oh wow, Wooloo's so smart. Look, I cracked his code. I can't believe he came up with something so smart. You know, I don't know, but it's funny. But what this actually means, people are starting to say, is when you take this FQSLF, and you put it on the keyboard. Now, obviously, I didn't necessarily understand this right away, because I don't know if this is like a European thing or if this is just a different keyboard or what, but I have a QWERTY keyboard, you know, that's pretty common in the United States. I don't know what goes on in Europe. I don't know what y'all do over there. But apparently when you have this AZERTY keyboard, you know, the top row is AZERTY, which really confused me because, you know, like in League of Legends, you always talk about the abilities as QWE and R. So I didn't know that people even, you know, used other keyboards or something. And do they use this for League? I don't know. But anyway, this AZERTY keyboard, when you go off of this and you have the FQSLF, you can see that F right above it is R, Q right above it is A, so you know we have RA, and then if we have S, which is Z, L, which is O, back to F, you know, which is R again, we have already had an F, and then the question mark in there is K. It seems like this might be Razork. It seems like this might be hinting at FNATIC Razork. And this would line up in a bunch of different ways. One, we know that, you know, all this Bwipo stuff's going on. We're hearing that Bwipo is probably leaving FNATIC, that he probably wants out of FNATIC, that he is probably moving on. I don't know about it on the other side. I don't know if FNATIC is also done with Bwipo, if FNATIC is like trying to get him to stay, or if FNATIC doesn't really care if he stays or not, if they want to get rid of him. But we also know, we have heard that Razork is going to be testing free agency. We've heard that other teams are interested in Razork. Team Liquid has come to mind. If Cloud9, if Worlds wouldn't have gone as good for them and they would have moved on from Blabber, Cloud9 could have been in that Razork sweepstakes. There's definitely been teams interested in Razork because Razork is coming off a very, very good season. This guy, him and Misfits really surprised a ton of people. Razork played at a very, very high level in the LEC this season. This guy, at some points, was like an MVP candidate. He was for sure one of the better junglers in the league. He's younger, he's less experienced. He still has room and potential to grow. He still has time to develop. He can get even better than he is right now. Now, obviously, that's a little bit dangerous to get into conversations like that because people say that all the time, like, oh, he's so good now, he's going to get even better, he's going to develop. And that doesn't always happen. People don't always get better the next year. People don't always continuously develop and get better. Sometimes people stay the same. Sometimes people get worse. But there's at least that potential for Razork coming off a pretty good season. There's reason why a team like FNATIC would be interested in a guy like him. They're going to potentially have an opening in the jungle. There is some rumors that FNATIC is starting to get their finances under control, that they're to gonna be able to have more money to throw around. They're actually going to be able to make competitive offers to players and stuff like that, which could obviously be enticing for Razork. And they're still one of the most popular teams in Europe. They are still one of the biggest brands. They are still one of the biggest names. And obviously this would kind of be a very, very interesting matchup and pairing, and that's at least what Wooloo's hinting at. Now, just because this is what Wooloo's saying, that's assuming that this is what this means. I can't imagine this would mean anything else at this point. It seems like people are right. It seems like they kind of cracked this one down. But that doesn't mean this is happening. That doesn't mean this is official. One, you should take all rumors, all speculation, anything you hear on Twitter, YouTube, anywhere, take it with a grain of salt. But also, it could just mean that these teams and players are in discussion. It could mean that FNATIC's interested in Razork. It could mean that Razork's interested in FNATIC. It could mean that they're talking. It could mean they have an agreement in place. It could mean he's about to sign, or it could mean anything, anywhere in between. Obviously, Worlds is still going on. Things are changing every day. There's so many different conversations and discussions and things going on behind the scenes. And once one decision gets made, it could open up another door, it could open up another decision. But I think this is something that FNATIC fans would be really, really excited about. Obviously, Bwipo has been with FNATIC for a while now. They've had a ton of success. They've been, there's been a lot of great times, a lot of great memories, a lot of great moments. And seeing Bwipo and Hylissang split up would suck. And seeing Bwipo leave FNATIC is going to suck. And who knows where he's going to end up next. Is he going to end up in a good situation, a bad situation, whatever. But if FNATIC is going to be replacing Bwipo, ending up with Adam in the top lane and Razork in the jungle, those are two really, really good, really, really exciting options that FNATIC fans can be excited about. And I really think that they should feel like if this is what happens, if this is how it works out, that their future is in very, very good hands.